besides the black screen. Just wanted to say using letters seems like a very smart choice. It's also fascinating how many cultists there are in the city. Kill the arsonists! 7 defenses, 12 of 12. Okay, let's just... Okay, they just broke it down. Alright. I'm wondering if they are... Nah, they attack from all sides at once. They're not nice and waiting. Let's do our song. Okay, Woljif and Seelah go over here. I think I'm positioning myself kind of in the middle.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
The Oracle also has this channel positive energy stuff. Signals, bless sounds good. I don't think it's wise to let them get here. Can you please die? Yeet! Okay. Let's hear Woljif. Or do... No, it's just Woljif, so I think channeling positive energy isn't really necessary, I guess. Go Seelah. Where's Woljif? Here you are. I hate it when you would just burn like your whole allies. Okay, and Logan, he just dodge.
I got this.
Okay, I think I have to take care that they don't attack this area more.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
There are just so many enemies.
Take you.
Bane. Let's do Bane. And you... Don't attack, don't attack, don't attack. Oh boy, Bane looks really evil. So, yeah, Woljif just has very few spell slots, unfortunately. Stop him!
Surrender or else.
Can I just destroy the ladders? Or take them? That would be nice. Oh, already so many dead crusaders too. Sunrise Sword Archer. Okay,
Did you see that?
so we stay here.
Distract them from me.
And do a quick... Ah, come on. And... Oh boy. I feel like I have no idea what I'm doing. So... just burning people. Come on.
Continue fighting.
Oh. Yeah, maybe it's not that smart to walk at the squishy witch alone into the enemy lines. Yeah, definitely go here.
Guide my blade.
There you.
Time to share your treasures.
Let's do some extra damage. to try to incapacitate those arsonists. But those seem to be really strong. I'm kind of missing a ranged healing spell. So, hey. Where's Woljif? Well, I think you need to drink a healing potion. Come on.
Thank you for amusing me.
The defenses are crumbling. Let's summon something so maybe they attack them instead. Here you go. You're a bit too cornered for my taste, Woljif.
I will
check
see to
there
your
too.
demise.
Yeah. Oh no. I wonder if you would play completely turn-based, how long this fight would take. You look strong. Okay. At least it's looking like it's clearing up a bit.
Take you.
But the thing is, with them still here, I can't even get up here and heal Ember.
Endure this.
Nah, it will work out, I guess.
Tactical retreat! No? It's all your fault.
Yay, the next one's going down. Okay. That's not good. Please don't attack him again.
I can't die now. I'm not nearly rich enough.
That's a nice thing to say. I'm not rich enough to die. Woljif, I don't think you will survive, but let's see.
It's all your
No.
fault. It's all your fault.
Going down. Standing up, going down. Okay, for you, we're gonna use our Smite Evil. With Logan, trying to incapacitate one of them. I don't like that Lann is threatened.
Make every strike count.
Come on. No, you should attack
You've
him.
crossed the wrong mongrel.
Listen to me. Yay, the Minotaur is dead. And so, well, almost half my allies are down. But I'm still getting a hang of this game, so... And thankfully my companions don't die. Oh, good. Is that it? It looks so bloody. But hey, we seem to have won. Victory! Canary bites back and our teeth are sharp. Irabeth is glowing with zeal, and she raises her fist in triumph. Now we take the fight back to them. By the way, take a look at this. Irabeth holds out a macabre looking rod made of bone. While we were fighting, something strange happened in the tavern cellar. We are still not sure what exactly happened, but we found this on the floor. It's clearly of demonic origin. I wanted to destroy it, but Anevia thought you would be able to use the magic in it for noble ends. We got a rod of mortiferous blizzard. What exactly happened in the cellar? It appears that some cultists got in, but they quickly withdrew again. Our people are questioning the witnesses now. Come and see me a little later. I hope to have a more detailed picture of the event soon. I don't know if I want to ask, but what are our losses? Minimal. The battle wasn't easy, but thanks to you, we chewed them up and spat them out again. They thought they could break us, but they only bolstered our spirits. It looked like there were many casualties. But there be another attack? I doubt it. Demons are famed for their organization. We strike a blow at the Grey Garrison long before they regroup for a new assault. Congratulations on the victory! It wouldn't have been possible without you. That reminds me, we found this among the attack's remains. This trophy rightly belongs to you. Nicely done! Now, our goal is to rout the demons in the Grey Garrison, just like we did here. Heavy flail or weakness? Lann looks at you in the eye, his expression serious. Focus on winning. I cover you. You can always count on me. I promise. Oh. We did it! And we are not only blessed by a hearty meal, but also very blessed. Interesting that is the same picture. Alright, I guess it's another talking episode. So, Irabeth, thank you for saving the esteemed citizens of Kenabres, even though not all of them deserve to be saved. May iomedae forgive my words. Irabeth casts a meaningful glance at Count Arundel, sitting at the nearby table. I don't really mean that, of course. I just never fail to be astounded by the way that good people seem to perish, while the not so good prove to be incredibly, amazingly enduring. If I may ask, what's your problem with Daeran? Is there bad blood? Is there bad blood between you? Oh no, nothing like that. I think he dislikes all paladins equally. But the real question is, who does he like? Only his hangers-on, I'd wager. The Count has a certain reputation in Mendef. He's not a pleasant individual by any means, but he's not known for any particular villain either. The Count enjoys a life of leisure, surrounded by a gaggle of sycophants who are always eager to badmouth the Queen at his command. He likes settling scores too. There was a hero of the First Crusade, Sir Lann, a kind and honest man. After the end of his glorious career as a soldier, he became a wise mentor to the younger generation. He ran afoul of the Count somehow, perhaps by lecturing him about his idle lifestyle and lack of purpose. When Sir Lann died, the Count managed to buy a portion of his estate and ordered the knight's helmet to be reforged into a chamber pot. Oh boy. And of course, he didn't keep his little joke private. The Queen was particularly affronted by it, because Sir Lann used to be her most loyal comrade-in-arms. I was there receiving an assignment from Her Majesty and witnessed the exact moment she found out about the helmet's fate. It's a small thing, but I could see the Queen's anguish at the travesty that had been made of her friend's legacy. That's what our Count is like as a person. And as for his talent for survival, do you know the story of Heaven's Edge? He was the only member of his family to escape with his life when the demons unleashed a magical plague at the Arundel estate. I heard about that, but could you maybe tell me more about the events at Heaven's Edge? I don't know all the details. It happened a while ago, back when I was a mercenary and had nothing to do with Kenabres. I only know that there was a grand feast in honor of Darian's birthday, and also relatives were invited along with a few others distinguished guests. Everyone died from a mysterious disease someone had unleashed on the estate, including the servants, the guards, and a number of clerics and paladins. But the young Count survived. Because of his healing ability, I suppose. Daeran does possess an unusually an unusually brilliant talent, even if the application of his skills, well, leaves much to be desired. Irabeth scolds. Why exactly is he trying to provoke the Queen? Who knows? It could be some family matter. The Count is Her Majesty's cousin twice removed or something like that. But I think he simply enjoys infuriating people. Crusaders and iomedae servants especially. Alright. Thank you for telling me. My pleasure. I'm sorry you had to endure my grumbling. Watching these things happen to my city has put me in a foul mood. I actually found General Aldori like you asked. Yes, thank you. It's good to have her back. We need every fighter we can get. Irabeth frowns. As if it's asking too much to want fighters that are sober as well. Yeah, I guess that's the more typical Paladin not being amused by us all drinking in the middle of something. I think I already asked about the tavern cellar, didn't I? What exactly happened in the tavern cellar? Ah, no, apparently not. Something strange. A portal opened in the middle of the cellar, and a cultist in a terrifying mass emerged from it. Luckily, there was some hardened fighters in the cellar who stopped the cultists from slaughtering everyone here. One of Anevia's scouts knocked a rod from the cultist's hand, the rod I gave to you. In revenge, the demon worshipper cast a spell and vanished, along with the same brave warrior who dared to fight against him. No. One more thing. The Tower of Estrid has been cleared of demons. Great. The place where the demons have gathered need to be cleared one by one. Then they won't be able to stab us in the back when we take the Grey Garrison. Thank you for your service. Go. May iomedae keep you safe. Kinda expected more about completing the Tower of Estrid, especially because she didn't want us to do it by ourselves. But well. Anevia, in her muted colors, blends almost perfectly into the background. She appears relaxed, but her seemingly unfocused eyes are taking in everything around her, tracking and filtering potential threats. The only tell is the way she drums her fingers on her hip, near her weapon staff. She shows her no sign of her injuries, and confidently leans on her previously broken leg. She pretends to have just noticed you, even though she watched you approach from afar. Oh, hey! See how they patched me up? I can run, jump, or dance a jig if I feel like it. Are there any suspicious places in the city that I should maybe pay attention to while I'm out exploring? Yeah, their voices I do are very, very similar. I think I also noticed in the beginning. Well, let's see. There were a couple spots I wanted to check out, but I didn't have the time. If there really is a den of cultists there, it would be good if you could swoop in there and bust some heads. You don't even need a search warrant. Anevia shoots you a crooked smile. First one is the Silken Thread. It's a funny little tailor shop that doesn't take any orders and never buys any fabric, but they always seem oh so busy. They're busy with something in there, alright, but sewing, it ain't. Second one is the alchemy shop, Topper Solutions, and they trade in everything, not just healing potions. Judging by the ingredients they've been buying on the black market, there's something fishy about the alchemist rituals going down in that place. What exactly are your responsibilities in the Eagle Watch? Anevia smiles evasively. Nothing official. I'm not even knight, you know, I just hang around. You sure you want to know the details? Oh, I am. Catching traitors and spies and cultists is no walk in the park. It's a delicate job. You can't always do it all within the letter of law. What if you surprise some suspicious blighter with an official search? Everyone will know about it before long, starting with their cronies. Then again, sneaking into people's houses at night ain't exactly legal. Crusaders can't be doing stuff like that, can they? Well, I'm not exactly a knight. She trails off. Nice. Tell me a bit about yourself. She shrugs with a lazy smile. I'd be happy to, but there's kind of nothing to tell. What's so interesting about me? Where exactly are you from? Nowhere. I was blown in by the wind and found in a cabbage patch. She stops short. Sorry, that's an old habit of mine. I don't like babbling about my past. But you saved my skin, so I guess I kinda owe it to you not to clown around, right? I'm from Nidal. What is that? Nidal is one of the oldest surviving countries in Avestan, having been founded during the uncounted years of the Age of Darkness. Even though it is now beholden to the neighboring infernal realm of Cheliax, it retains significant autonomy to pursue its own shadowy goals. And I wouldn't wish my homeland on my worst enemy. You've heard of the place, I am sure. Ruled by monsters that aren't alive or dead, and the official religion of the cult of Zan-Kuthon. I read about him. Yeah, the Prince of Pain and stuff. I grew up in slum, like weed between the cobblestones. I didn't have a dad, but I had lots of aunts and uncles. My mom's cronies. No prize for guessing the kind of business she was involved in. They gave me a set of lockpicks as soon as I could hold a spoon, and while other kids were picking their noses, I was picking pockets. When I was 12, the monks of the Silent Shroud came for us. Creepy guys with their mouths sewn shut. They were the guards in Nisrosh. Mom gave me to her friends, and we hid in a secret temple of Desna. I never saw my mom again. Oh. I lay low in the temple for the next few years, kept my head down. I washed floors, fetched water, listened to sermons. Funny thing, after a while I started liking Desna's teachings. But as soon as I was old enough, I was out of there. I left Nidal and got as far away as I could. It's kind of funny that Irabeth and Anevia are married, because they seem to have quite a lot of opposites. But yeah, sometimes opposites attract. Huh, quite a ragtag group you've got here. From nobles to street thieves. You've got that right. Only the best for you. What do you do if the knights and nobles fail to save the world? The lowlives are our only hope. I know it's more of a personal question, but how did you meet Irabeth? I was bumming around time and a while back, doing this and that. Destin Temple sometimes gave me odd jobs. You know, sometimes they needed people with skills like mine. On the surface, it was fine, I guess. After Nidal, the freedom of River Kingdoms should have seemed like heaven, my chance to sit back and enjoy life. But I wasn't happy. There just wasn't any joy in my new life. I was all alone. No one cared about me, and I didn't care about anybody either. I struggled to find a reason to drag myself out of bed every morning. Tying a stone around my neck and jumping to the nearest river started to look pretty appealing. Oh boy, oh no. One day I was hired to follow some fellas who the local authorities suspected were Resmirian spies. I was stupid. I made a rookie mistake and they caught me. It's like my body had already decided to do what my mind has been fighting, to finally put me out of my misery. Get something else to kill me since I didn't have the guts to do it myself. They grabbed me. I thought they'd got me on the spot, but instead they hog-tied me and dragged me off. And just like an animal going to the slaughter, my only thought was, let's get this over with. They brought me to their stinking cave, threw me on the altar, and I realized who it was. Cutfights. It's still the name for followers of Zankothon. From Nidal. They tracked me down after all those years, but I didn't care anymore. Wouldn't even have cared if they'd eaten me or whatever. We all gotta go sometime, right? So I was lying there, staring at those knives pointed at me, when fate rolled the dice and hit the jackpot. Irabeth. There she was, storming into the cave. Picked it! I'm lying on an altar with all these knife-wielding maniacs around, and suddenly Irabeth storms in. I thought it was iomedae herself. Fierce in her shining armor, with her gleaming sword raised. She made quick work of those scumbags, chopped them up just like that. I didn't even have time to blink. She untied me, and then... Anevia's face lights up as she chuckles. She looked through the papers they had on the table, and she started swearing like a sailor. So much for iomedae. How in the end did you and Irabeth end up in Kenabres? After almost becoming a human sacrifice, I knew I never wanted to leave Irabeth's side. Desna knows, I fell for her instantly, and I fell hard. My misery was gone, and when Irabeth showed me what was in those papers, proof that the cult had a nest in his home city, well, I offered to help her without a second thought. Anevia smiles warmly. She must have figured I couldn't wait to get my revenge on the cultist, but I didn't give a damn about them. It was her. I'd go anywhere with her, even on a crusade or into the jaws of a dragon. Oh, I'm very cute. It's also interesting that, I mean, it's the same story. It's not like one lied, but you get more details with talking with both of them about it. That's nice. But I took to life in Kenabres like a duck to water. I used to be an outcast wherever I went, but half the Crusaders are the same. After all, who'd volunteer to tangle with demons on the edge of the abyss? You gotta be either a goody two-shoes with too much honor and free time, or a misfit with no life in the normal world with normal people. People come here to run away from their depths, their past, from themselves. So I fit right in. That sounds very personal, but do it. What is it like living with Irabeth? It's like living Without her, I wouldn't be. Seriously, if I were alone, I'd definitely be gone by now. Sure, sometimes we argue, can't deny that. Sometimes we bang our fist on the table, yeah, so loud that the walls shake. But that's all about order business. But at home, well, I'll give you an example. I've kinda always wanted to move out of the broom closet we call home and into somewhere cozier. It ain't like they take a vow of poverty at the Eagle Watch, but every month, somehow, most of our spare money is spent on a Crusader business. Sure, I get mad about it, but... Anevia makes a helpless gesture. That's part of why I love her so much. You know, Irabeth has that thing that matters most for a person. A purpose in life. She's always got a reason for whatever she's doing. Her whole life is a crusade, and I just drifted around like a leaf in the wind until Destiny brought us together. Now, she's the meaning of my life. So, it really makes no difference if we live in a mansion or in a bush. Wow, quite some story. I'm very happy to hear that from you, and thank you for your answers. Thanks for answering. Telling you all this kinda makes me feel better. Alright, until next time. Alright, watch yourself now. Right, let's see if Seelah has anything new to say. Nope. Or at least apparently not. But I mean, last time we talked about a lot with her, so I think that's okay. There's Nenio. Hi Tomoyo-chan. Sounds like true love. Yeah, that's true.